All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about something absolutely critical for any law firm out there, your website. Specifically, how we can stop thinking of it as just an online brochure and start treating it like what it should be, a powerful, client-generating machine.
So, let me ask you something straight up. Think about your firm's website right now. Is it actually pulling in new clients for you? Acting like a magnet? Or is it more of a dead end? A place where good leads just seem to vanish? That's the big question, and that's exactly what we're going to get into today.
And this quote here really just nails it. A law firm's website today, it's not just some virtual business card you hand out. No way. It is the absolute cornerstone of your online presence. It's your digital front door. It's the first thing people see, and it's where that whole client journey really kicks off. So yeah, it's got to be way more than a business card. It needs to be a destination.
All right, so let's start with the very first step in this whole journey, discovery. It's all about being found, no matter what screen someone's using. Because look, for your site to be that cornerstone we just talked about, people have to actually find you first, right? And where does that search almost always begin? Yep, on the phone that's in their pocket.
And that brings us to something that is, believe me, absolutely non-negotiable today: responsive design. It sounds technical, but it's super simple. All it means is that your website automatically looks great and works perfectly, whether someone's on a giant desktop monitor or just their little smartphone screen. The layout literally responds and resizes itself. No fuss, no muss.
And come on, we've all felt this difference firsthand, right? You land on one of those frustrating sites on your phone and you're doing that constant pinch and zoom dance, trying to hit some tiny button with your thumb. It's a nightmare. And what happens? You just give up and leave. But a seamless, responsive site? Oh, it's a completely different world. The text is easy to read, the buttons are easy to tap, and you might even have a click-to-call button. One tap, and they're calling your office. It's just easy.
But here's the real kicker. This isn't just about making things look nice or being easy to use. This is about search engine optimization, or SEO. See, search engines like Google, they know if your site is mobile-friendly or not, and they actively prioritize the ones that are. So if your website isn't responsive, it's not just annoying for users, you're basically invisible to a huge chunk of potential clients. Google's just not going to show you to them.
Okay, so now we're on to the next big piece of the puzzle: guiding the client's journey. This is all about turning someone who just landed on your site into an explorer. So, let's say a potential client finds you on their phone. The site looks great, everything's readable. Now what? You can't just dump them on the homepage and cross your fingers, right? Nope, you need to actually guide them. Okay, here's a super fascinating idea that comes straight from psychology, but it applies perfectly to websites. It's called information scent. Think about it like this. People will keep following a trail, clicking from one link to the next, as long as they feel like they're getting warmer, closer to the information they desperately need. So your website's navigation, it needs to give off a really strong, clear scent that tells them, hey, the answer you're looking for is this way.
So what does a path with a strong information scent actually look like? Well, it's something like this. A person lands on your homepage. Right away, they see a clear practice areas menu. Boom, they click it. Then they see the specific service they need. Let's say family law. They click that. That takes them to a page, maybe they read a bit, then they see a link to the attorney who specializes in it. They click the bio, they're impressed, and right there on that page is a super simple contact form. See? Every single step feels natural and gets them closer to their goal.
All right, next up, earning instant trust. This is all about using your visuals and your content to build up that credibility. Because look, guiding a visitor around your site is one thing, but getting them to actually trust you, that's the whole ballgame. And you've got a very, very short window to make that happen by combining what they see with what they read.
And that journey to trust starts with what people see, the visual story you're telling. And I'm not talking about just slapping some stock photos on there. No, we're talking high-quality professional pictures of your actual attorneys, your team, your offices. When someone sees a confident professional team portrait, it sends a powerful message. It says we're competent, we're real people, and we're here to help. It humanizes the whole firm and starts building that crucial connection.
Of course, looking good is only half the battle. You have to back it up with what people read. This is the substance. This is where you prove you know your stuff. Things like blog posts that answer real questions your clients have. Case studies that show, hey, we've handled cases like yours and we won. And maybe most importantly, authentic client testimonials. That kind of social proof is pure gold. It tells a potential client that other people just like them have trusted you and gotten great results.
Okay, this brings us to the final critical step, going from visitor to lead. It's all about turning that passive browsing into active engagement. So think about it. We've gotten them to the site, we've guided them to the right information, and we've built up trust. Now, we need to give them a way to take the next step. This is where we turn a passive looker into an actual lead for your firm.
And how do we do that? With interactive features that are, honestly, total game changers. Think about it. Live chat, where someone can get a quick question answered right then and there. Or what about an online scheduling tool? A potential client can book a consultation at 10 o'clock at night on their couch without ever having to play phone tag with your office. These kinds of tools are all about removing friction and making it incredibly simple for someone to say, yes, I want to talk to you.
Because that's the ultimate goal here, isn't it? We want to transform passive viewers, people who are just kind of looking around, into active participants. We want them asking questions in the live chat, booking appointments on the scheduler, and filling out that contact form to reach out to you directly.
Okay, so let's tie this all together into a neat package. What we've just walked through is basically your website success blueprint. It's a simple, step-by-step recap of that ideal client journey, from the moment they first search for you to the moment they reach out. And here it is, the whole blueprint in 4 simple steps. Step 1 is discovery, making sure people can find you on any device, which means you need that responsive design. Step 2 is exploration. You guide them through your site with clear, intuitive navigation. Step 3, you build trust. You do this with that powerful 1-2 punch of great visuals and really solid, helpful content. And finally, step 4 is action. You make it super easy for them to contact you using those interactive, frictionless tools. That's it. That's the path.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Right now, this very second, your next client is online. They're searching for help with a problem that you can solve. And when they finally land on your digital doorstep, what are they going to find? Is your website going to be a welcoming open door that invites them in and guides them? Or is it going to be a dead end, a closed door?